What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Nana manga, this time with volume 19, the first chapter, chapter 70. Just going to quickly recap chapter 69 because that has been a few weeks. Of course, we did have the Takumi backstory, which was fantastic last week. I knew I was going to really like that, and I very much did. Gives, again, another kind of perspective of Takumi, which I really appreciate, especially as I'm a Takumi enjoyer in a sense. I enjoy the drama and the such when he's on screen, but as a kind of Takumi hater in terms of him as a person. But yeah, eye-opening for sure. But again, it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I did read this chapter, so we'll just have to recap. Again, these are mostly for myself. Of course, you guys can just quickly kind of skim over or skip through this if you do wish. I'm hoping to. So it's a bit of a shame again that there's no anime, because I'd love to hear like loads of these performances. Like I'd love to hear Nana Osaki's solo kind of performance. I guess we can go off what we did hear from like the anime soundtracks and so on. Okay, well, not too much of a comprehensive recap right there. The adverts. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this new chapter down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And I'll just quickly switch over to this website for some colour versions, although this looks, quality on this isn't fantastic in terms of the upload to the internet. We've got the two nanas in a bath. No fan service, hey, what do you know? A bath scene with no fan service? Nana, volume 19. Do you know what, there isn't any fans? Well, maybe there was a few parts with Yuri that might have been considered kind of fan servicey. Obviously in the last chapter, Takumi chapter, there was that high school moment, which again I really didn't care to see. I want to actually make a point of that as well. But yeah, I didn't like the. It kind of goes with. I'll say what I was going to say now, because I've never read any of Stephen King's works. I've seen a lot of his, seen a lot of adaptations of his, and I usually really enjoy them. But yeah, I did hear about there being a scene that is omitted from both the TV series and the movies from the It series about there being an orgy with the characters, and I find that really distasteful. That like the content in itself is like, it's not worlds away. Like some kids and such do stuff like that, but I just found it really distasteful. I knew about it ages ago, but again, especially like becoming an adult, I just found it really distasteful knowing that an adult writ that. And yeah, it's just a bit gross. It's not going to make me not watch any more Stephen King adaptations, but yeah, I just kind of feel kind of gross about that. It's kind of how I felt a little bit last week, seeing stuff like that. Like people again just say it's like fiction and it's such, but it's, again, sometimes what's in your head is reality. Like even if it's imaginary, it is your reality. I think I've said that a few times here. And yeah, I didn't really appreciate seeing that scene last week. Again, it wasn't the worst thing ever, and it's very like, yeah, that happens a lot in the real world. But the fact that an adult rated that and drew it just, yeah, it's something quite weird about that. But that's a personal preference thing. Again, I know plenty of people that argue against stuff like that. Again, just saying like it's fiction and so on. So each to their own, of course. But I do feel a bit gross, kind of realizing that adults kind of drew this stuff and so on, so and like came up with it in their head. Again, I've never actually read that segment in the story, so yeah, I can't be too outraged, but I don't really want to read it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, enough of that point. Nana volume 19. That's a lovely artwork here. I like this a lot. Very bold. I'm always, I don't know if I can show you guys, I've always been quite a fan of the bold. When I was like first getting into like the internet and such, back when I was like 10 or so, I'd always draw on paint. I think I mentioned this before as well. I was one of those people that would. I used to watch loads of YouTube videos about Pokemon sprite mixing, where they'd mix like two Pokemon and the sprites. This was then, it was like Gen 4 or Gen 3 with like it being pixels. So you just I learned all kind of certain methods to like change colors and such, and like create new Pokemon from like 2 Pokemon, 3, 4, taking assets, and I was a bit of a paint master. One of my earliest ones, I just drew some guns. I think I've got a picture on my phone. But I used to love the bold black outlines, and I really love that in general in anime and artwork. I don't know what it is about it. I just really love bold black outlines on things. Even my subtitles. I don't know if I've got it anymore, fortunately. Sorry to be going on tangents this early. Oh, here it is. 2009, so I was 11. And yeah, I was the file name is Waterpoo, is how young I was then. Don't know if you can see that, but that was just like me freehand drawing that. But again, most of the time I was working with like pixels, square pixels, and yeah, there was a whole massive community. I remember back in those days of people that would do the sprite work. I haven't seen anything about that in ages. I imagine there's some really awesome stuff out there nowadays, but that was like a whole like trend that was gone after like 2011, I think. I'll try and Google it quickly because this is like bringing back some nostalgia. But yeah, there'd be a specific website you'd go and like download each Pokemon. Pokemon sprites. I can't remember what it was called. There was like a specific name for it. There was, yeah, it's like stuff like this, where you'd like take one and like combine it with another one and like change the colors and so on, and you make some really cool looking stuff. I was never too great at it, but I used to do that all the fucking time. That's why now I've done my YouTube stuff, I do use paint a little bit, which is again probably very unpopular. You probably should get told you shouldn't be using paint as a content creator, and they're actually removing paint soon, I think, unfortunately. But I'm just like, I'm well versed in paint, so that's my go-to. But yeah, we'll actually get into the manga now. Apologies about these tangents. So we have the chapters are still slightly shorter than they used to be, which is a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. Again, we have heard at the end of these volumes the authors' troubles with their health, so understandable. Today we've got chapter 70, which is 46 pages, and then we've got chapter 71, which is about 42. Yep. And then we've got 72, which is about 42 again, and then chapter 73, which is 41. And then we've got some bonus stuff as well, which is always appreciated. So yeah, let's get right into this version. Probably been recording for 20 minutes already, but yeah. I fall asleep every night holding tight the good old days that drift further away when each morning comes. Do you know what, again, that maybe relates to what I was just talking about, honestly. Good old days, no I was a kid, no worries, nothing. Drawing Pokemon sprites. I'm trying not to get swept away by the waves at night. Because I have a kid. Because I have work. There are many reasons why I can't go looking for Nana right now. So this is in the future again. Okay. But mostly I think I'm just scared of reaching out and having my hand brushed away. She thinks she'd have her hand brushed away. Nana, chapter 70. Oh, look at this. She's so cute. I'm gonna screenshot this right now because I usually use this as whatever would be here as the thumbnail, but I can't really use that, can I? So I'll screenshot this right now, and that'll be my my thumbnail for this one. She looks very cute there, doesn't she? Looks like her mum. That's the lucky. She's a lucky girl, honestly. She's got Takumi, who's a handsome bastard, as well as Komatsu, who's very beautiful. So she is bound to be a very beautiful girl, isn't she? Have you guys ever seen? I haven't personally. I don't think I've ever seen a couple where they're like a good-looking couple and they've not had a good-looking kid. I think that might. I don't know. With like plastic surgeries and stuff becoming more popular, that might become more common because the people will be beautiful because they get plastic surgery and then their actual DNA will come through. I feel like actually like almost every occasion I've seen someone use plastic surgery, they've looked worse. There's definitely exceptions. I imagine if I was a woman and I had my nose, I'd probably want to make my nose smaller. But in most of those cases, I actually prefer the look of the woman with the bigger nose. But there has been plenty of cases I've seen where women actually do look better with a smaller nose. But that's like a big area, isn't it? The nose, forehead, lips. I just think it's scary to think about just injecting a foreign substance into yourself like that. Self-perception and such is a powerful thing, so it's not really anyone's place to talk about it other than the person who gets that kind of surgery done. But like I said, I feel like in most cases people actually just look better as they were. As you can tell, I can't ever see me doing anything like that in the future, unless necessary. Satsuki, you run off every chance you get. Hold my hand. Mummy, are you buying chocolate? Valentine's Day is coming soon. Mummy's not buying. I'll make some. I want to make some too. I should look like Santa. This one. Satsuki, you know Valentine's Day. Isn't there a day when you can just eat as much chocolate as you want? Oh, sorry. You know Valentine's Day isn't a day where you can just eat as much chocolate as you want. I can see why. I know. It's a day when you give chocolates to someone you like, right? Who are you going to give them to? Daddy? Nah. Your big brother? She's got a big brother? Well, evidently no, she doesn't. Who are they talking about there? Like Nobu? I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, oh shit, she have another kid? No, because this is her first child. Unless this is not her first child. I don't know. I don't think she has an older brother. Maybe she does. I don't know. Oh, I guess we'll see. I know. Yasu. No, jeez, Mum. That's stupid. Don't act like that. You'll hurt Yasu's feelings. Yasu treats you like his own. I like Yasu as much as I like Daddy, but I don't like him like that. Stop. Hey, Sachi. Who is it? Why wouldn't you tell me? But Mummy's got a big mouth. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like as a kid, again, I told you guys about my past and such. I never told my parents about anything I did or anything because they care for you, and because they care for you, they'll like they will tell other people and they'll tell the other parent and so on. So you really want to keep something secret, you can't really tell anyone anything. As a kid, yeah, so it's just best to keep something to yourself if you actually want to keep it secret, and probably especially your friends. You don't want to tell anything to. I won't tell anyone. You can tell mummy, please. Or about if they're a good friend, obviously you can trust them, but I think it's kind of hard to tell who's good friends and who's not when you're a teenager and such, or you're in this young. If you tell me, I'll help you make the best chocolate in the world. Really? I promise. It's Shin? Of course it's Shin. Ah shit, I left my fucking water in the freezer. Of course it's Shin. It's always Shin. It's a beautiful guy, isn't it? Where the bloody hell is this? Sigh. I don't actually even think she'd be too much younger than Shin, actually. That's another point of like relationship age gaps. Do you like it's not really a topic I'm going to get too far in here, but it's like the age gap from 16 to 18 or like anything above 18 is illegal, but then like a 20-year-old can date an 18-year-old, and that's the same age gap but at a slightly different time. Yeah, that's legal. Yeah, it's interesting, and like there's people that like they're like 25, for example, that go out with like 50-year-olds, and that's a crazy age gap. And it's like that's okay, but this one isn't. I always find it like, who gets to decide stuff like that is one question. Like, who is like the master? I don't know how to say it, but who is like so knowledgeable that they get to decide something like that? I've always found like laws and stuff like that very interesting. Like, who are you to say what every other human on this world can and can't do? So that's a different point, I guess. But again, my feeling is I feel like anything under 18 shouldn't be having sex or relationships with anyone over 18. And that's not the case in quite a lot of places, which is quite a shame. But yeah, well, that's the thing. I think humans just know, don't they? You just have that feeling if something's gross or not. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with a 25-year-old dating a 50-year-old, but a majority of people would find that quite gross, and I think that tells you something, doesn't it? But yeah, on that point, like I said, in like 20 years, she might even be able to like date him. So who knows? Because Shin's quite young at this point in the story, isn't he? So yeah, who the hell's this? Is that Junko? I reckon that's Junko. She kind of looks a bit scary with her mouth like that. Takakura. That's Junko. She's got rid of the whole ganja Rasta vibe, I guess. It's not funny, Jun. It is. Falling in love with a good for nothing ex-con. That's how she's describing her who she refers to as her son in the current time. What the hell? A good for nothing ex-con? What's that about? Is it just because she's pissed off because her daughter likes it? How can you say that? Well, he's too old anyway. Satsuki definitely got your DNA, Nana. She likes those pretty boys. What a life she's got ahead of her. And and what have you been doing since then? Like the DNA. I said earlier about the good DNA she's got, but I guess she's also got that yeah, this same DNA that makes Komatsu. I'm thinking about going to the UK when Satsuki has her spring break, sorry. Again, I don't really understand people like. I understand maybe going to the UK like once or twice, and there's some really lovely areas in the UK, don't get me wrong. There's some lovely places, but I don't like. If I was a foreigner, the UK wouldn't be one of the first. Like, obviously she's not going there for a holiday, but the UK would definitely not be one of the first places I'd be going. As like a place like work and live, I think it's one of the higher up places you'd be want to go in for sure. But again, on like holiday or something, there's probably at least like 50 other countries, maybe more, that you'd rather go to, I think. What are you gonna? Well, maybe I just say it because I live here. You're gonna go do what? Takumi's trying to find out whether the place where Nana's supposedly singing really exists. So I hope you can find out by then. I'm not talking about the guru. Aren't you getting divorced? Oh shit. Hey, that's quite good actually. Hey, that's actually fantastic news. Again, I've come to respect Takumi quite a bit more after the last chapter. I've respected him in... Have I respected him? I can't really say I respected him because he's so disrespectful. He doesn't deserve my respect in a lot of the things he's done. But I can understand. I respect him a bit more after the last chapter for sure. But I can't say that guy has my respect. He's not a real character anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's not a real person, should I say. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. But this is... It gets rid of Takumi. Lovely. Good job. And she gets half his money. Unless he signed any kind of, I think it was like a prenup or something, right? So yeah, this is win-win. This is good job. Good job, Komatsu. No, there's no reason to at this point. I'm also currently watching Breaking Bad, and there's a whole, and spoilers, there's a whole kind of divorce going on right now where I'm just about to finish season 3. Got 2 episodes left, I believe. Yes, there is. A lot of them. Go on, Junko. Teacher. There are more reasons not to. I do... It's so hard for like a situation... Like, again, we don't know the specifics of this, but it's so hard for couples that do want a divorce if they have a kid, because you know it's going to affect your kid massively if you get divorced. But on the alternative is stay together till your child becomes an adult and live a miserable life till then. It's like, it's such a hard spot to be in. I wanna have a sip of water, so I'm probably gonna pause in a second. But as I said, it's what do you do in that? It's like, what's best for your kid? What's best for you? And I feel like many parents do what's best for their kid, but maybe in the end that might not be best for their kid growing up in an environment where 2 people are married and really don't get along, and it's just, yeah, it's just so hard, isn't it? Junko, I got a meeting, so I'm off to Yotsuya. Play nice, girls. It's Sunday, and you still got to work? But it's probably better than hanging around Nana. What do you mean by that? What about dinner? I'll eat out. That's cool. Where's Satsuki? I almost feel like because this guy's got dreadlocks, he'd have a much harder time than a normal person trying to get a job in Japan. They're just particular about those things, and like even facial hair. They like being like clean shaved and such, don't they? Be a proper like standard image of like a cocaine up businessman is what you maybe not coked up, but someone that needs to be in that line of work. I was reading to her and she fell asleep. Oh, in someone else's bed? Sorry. It's alright, let her sleep. But she's got school tomorrow. She won't be able to sleep tonight. Satsuki. You're staying for dinner, right? What do you want? I can cook. Let's order in. We're both busy. We can take a break sometimes. No, I really do like Junko's top here. I'm not sure what to call it, to be honest with you. I think it's just a top, but it's like under a jumper thing. I'm not sure if it is. But yeah, I do like this quite a bit. Junko not got a kid yet? We're home. The phone's ringing. I'll get it. Hey, Satsuki, shoes off. That's a bit of a pet peeve of mine when people wear their shoes in your house. Or even in their own homes. I understand people do what they want to do in their own homes, but that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine when people wear their shoes in the house. Even if they're clean. Because they're not actually clean. Hello, Ichinose. Hello, Ichinose residents. Oh, Daddy. Yeah, I'm good. Today, Mummy and I went shopping at the pizza and ate pizza at Jun's house. Give the phone, Setsuki. No, I want to talk more. Later. After you take off your shoes, wash your hands and brush your teeth. Alright. Hello, Takumi. So you don't have to wash your hands and brush your teeth first? Adults are so selfish. So, why are you calling? What happened? Everything's alright here. But we found out where that place is. Akumi's looking good. Slightly shorter hair. Takumi. Really? Yeah, I mailed you about it. So check your inbox. Alright, thank you. Thank Naoki. He ran around looking for the place. Alright, I'll call him. See you soon. Wait, Saskia wants to talk to you. I want to talk to her too, but I'm busy right now. I'll call back later. The fuck? This is quite strange, isn't it? Why do we have a picture of Ren on the wall? Like, just Ren. What's this about? I'm guessing this is like investigative stuff. Like you're seeing like every 2000s kind of crime drama movie. But why the hell is there a random like picture of Ren in the home of Amatsu? This is strange, isn't it? I'm not strange. Does that feel strange to any of you guys? Like just think of like your best mate and his girlfriend or her boyfriend, and then having a picture of them on the wall. That's weird, right? I mean, I know it isn't like that, but it is. Yeah, it's weird. When? How's Ren doing? Don't worry about him. Hey, Nana. We're not at the end of the chapter already, are we? It can't be, because my playlist is literally like still right at the start. I've been recording for half an hour already because I was talking nonsense at the start, so apologies. It's like Rayra. Two little squirrels. Looks like they like the music. Look how cute that squirrel is. I've currently got something in my neighbour's garden. There's these massive trees, and it's just like right outside my house. And there's something making some distressing noises in there the last couple of days. I don't know if they're bats or what, but they're making some really high pitched kind of noises for the last few days, just non-stop. It's really fucking annoying. What a beautiful song. Ren's such a genius. So Rayra's doing well. Not in prison again. It's another one of these future things where because she's not in prison, that tells me that she never got caught for the whole Shin thing. Otherwise, we'd be seeing her in a jail cell right now. I'd hope anyway. Maybe I wouldn't hope. Again, that's a whole, like I said, that whole kind of age gap stuff is so complex. Yeah. Again, I know it's wrong and I know it's weird, but it doesn't feel too wrong or weird. The only thing that makes it feel like that is the age. But as I said, my stand is that the age is the age. So it is right that she probably should be in jail right now. But maybe I wouldn't be happy to see that. Just disappointed. But does she deserve to be? Again, that's an interesting question because she knows she's doing wrong and it is illegal and is very wrong. But those two, yeah, those Shin and Rayra, they just, yeah. I don't know. Such a hard topic to talk about, isn't it? So I have very strong views on like the extreme of that situation, like very strong views, like those people should die. Yeah, I'm very hypocritical of nature in general. Yeah, a situation like this doesn't feel too bad to me, even though it is in essence the same thing. Again, not to an extreme degree, and there's like consent and so on. But I mean, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Like I said earlier, who gets to decide this stuff? It's kind of bullshit that any human has the power to decide this stuff when there is so many complex layers and such like that, isn't there? In that regard, I think you do just need to treat every case the same, but yeah, it's so difficult. Oh, look at this. Little shit looking kid. Little baby Shin. One month until. Oh shit, that's her kid. Well, I think we know who's dad. I think we can tell by that. Shame he didn't get his mum's curly hair. Although I say that again, I have curly hair, and I'd much prefer to have straight hair. So maybe you got lucky actually. But I feel like curly hair looks really good on women, and it looks good on a lot of men. But just like I've said this before, like out of 365 days in the year, I think there'll be about 10 days where your hair looks really good, and then about 300 days where it just looks like a mess, and then like 50 days of it just looking like absolute shit. It's like a gamble every time you wash your hair. It's like you dry it, what does it come out like? Oh, it looks alright actually today. And then a bit of wind blows, and you're like, oh, fuck. 1 month until spring break. Why we're out most of the time, because again, most of the time hair looks like shit. Please don't run off anywhere again. I won't run away either. Please don't run off anywhere again, and I won't run away either. Okay, so Rayra's got a little kid Shin, hey? Interesting. And I think it's evident, well, maybe not evident, but the fact that she can just go walk in a park like this makes me believe that she might not be involved in Trap Nest anymore. Imagine a celebrity wouldn't be doing anything like that. Again, there's another one of those prices you have to pay for fame and money. Can't go do normal people stuff. And are we back in the past now? Or the current? Yeah, we're in the current, I guess. love a couple strawberries. Although, oh, is that chocolate? Okay, I see. So it looked a bit weird. But I think that's like the top of the strawberry, then chocolate covered from that section onwards. Love. Oh, is that just the cutest? I don't know why this outfit's reminded me of this outfit. I can't remember what it's actually called. Like the Heather Beam costume or something. It reminds me a little bit of this. And ask me why. I love Heather Mason. She's fantastic. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, like the little hair bun things and the kind of dress. What's this for? Come on. You really don't know? It's Valentine's Day. No, I know. I already got more chocolate than I can eat from my fans. I didn't need any from you. Don't eat it. What the hell? You gotta give it to Ren. Huh? A token of my love. Man, could you ever imagine her doing anything like that? I couldn't. That's the thing. She's Osaki's just like, yeah, she's not that type of girl, but she'll show her love in different ways. It's like, it's crazy how different Komatsu and Osaki are in that regard, but you appreciate both. It's also quite funny going back in time like this, and it's almost like Komatsu's like a kid. I mean, I know Komatsu's matured a lot and such, but it was almost like she's acting like her little kid would right now. You were busy and forgot to buy him chocolates, right? So you can give him this instead. How thoughtful. None of your business. Stop acting so tough. Take this and go home tonight, alright? This is my home. I hunted it and found it. So it's a deal? Nano dear? What do you mean she hunted it? What happened with Ren? Nothing. Actually, I know. But why can't she confide in me? Then Nana called Ren and asked him to replace Shin on bass, but he refused. That's why Nana's mad. I think she's hurt. More than actually being mad, she swallowed her pride and latched onto him, but he rejected her. And again, I'm still appreciate his decision there, because that takes a big guy to reject your girlfriend like that when she's being like that. It really does. Many a man, and understandably so, just give in to what their woman would want in that situation. So I got real respect for Ren for that, honestly. But Nana's selfish. If you think about Ren's situation, you wouldn't ask him to do something that crazy. And she wouldn't let on that she thinks of Trapnest as the competition. Ren can't do anything, and I'm sure it really stresses him out. But the reason she considers Trapnest her competition is because Ren betrayed Blast. I don't think it was a betrayal. Ren just chose the most successful path. He didn't hold Blast back or do anything bad to them. Yeah, I totally agree with that. It wasn't a betrayal at all, really, was it? It was just like that was a small town band that you might sound bad to say this, but you could have saw never going anywhere. I mean, we've seen where it's come to now, but he had a real chance at making it in the industry versus small town band that could go absolutely nowhere. So yeah, I don't think that was betrayal at all. Even if he did betray them, why would Ren have to sacrifice everything for Nana? The lover's sacrifice. That's just atonement. It's not fair. So I agree with you, Miu. I agree. Does Nana consider Trapnest her enemy because of my betrayal as well? Yeah, they took Ren. Takumi took Nana. Reira may take Yasu. I mean, we know that's not a possibility, but she might see it that way, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there was involvement between Yasu and Reira, so that might be a factor as well. What's Naoki gonna do? To take Nobu? Nobu now just turns the other way. So yeah, I'm now dating Naoki. To be honest, I could kind of see that actually. It was almost a little bit strange, honestly, that we haven't seen any kind of same-sex relationship in this show so far. I'm not saying we need to, nor the fact that I don't mind. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. There's a lot of big fans. I see a lot of, like, I think they're called Yuri fans that really like woman-on-woman relationships in anime. And I saw, I think during the last couple of seasons, people get really pissed off. They're such a rabid fan base. A lot of anime fans are like rabid fan bases in general, but a rabid fan base of, like, I think it was one of the shows last season. I think it was like called. I forget what it was called now, but because there was potential and there was shown maybe a few possibilities of the two main girl characters being in a relationship, like having a few moments they kissed at one point, but ultimately not going that way. The fans went absolutely rabid and got so pissed off and such, but it wasn't ever like outwardly, that wasn't ever like one of the main things or anything. That was literally just like a tease, I think, but people got so pissed off at that. So I was just like, is it that important? I don't know. Again, I don't really care either way, but it would be interesting to see that in this, because during this time period, again, like the 2000s, it was still, I guess, kind of frowned upon. It was still illegal for same-sex marriage, I believe, and yeah, it would have been interesting to see a take on that during this time period. I thought would be quite interesting, actually. But I want to do something for Nana, and not because I want to be forgiven. I initially went in this show and after the first episode thinking maybe these two would actually kind of, I think they are in love, is the thing with Nana and Nana, isn't it? It's something I haven't actually talked about or even really thought about in a long time, Nana and Nana's relationship, in terms of, like, I think they are in love, but I don't think they are in love like romantically, but they're in love. I don't know, it's hard to actually, like, because I think they're more than friends or best friends. I think there is actual, like, love there, but I don't think it's, again, I don't think it's like kind of romantic love or anything. Hard to say, isn't it? But like that powerful kind of relationship they have, it's more powerful than that of a best friends, but yeah, it's hard to describe. It must be the same for Ren too. Good morning. Hey, Kiwi. Oh, Hachika, you stayed over again. Thank you. I'm alright. Alright, I'm out. I'll eat the cake when I come back, so leave it here. There's a lot of reporters downstairs again. Really? Do they have chocolates for me? Come on, Nana. It's good that she decided to go solo, but I don't want her neglecting her relationship. Oh, fuck off. She's put her on those shoes I hate. Nana, stop being a bad influence. I was still wearing these. this is like the Yuri fans going rabid. I'll go rabid seeing these shoes again. I hate these shoes. Stylistically and just logically, I fucking hate them. You just try and stand still and you'd be wobbling like this all the time, surely. Unless you have like an excellent center of balance. And Japanese and Asian people in general do have a really good balance, don't they? You see that, I think it's called like the Asian squat or something, where they can like bend over really low to the ground while keeping their feet on the floor, which I've tried to do and it's impossible for me. Maybe if I trained and got more, I'm quite flexible in general, but if I got more flexible in my ankles and such, maybe I could do it in the future. But like a lot of Asian people can just do it without any like history of anything like that. So I wonder what it is that makes Asian people able to do that, but most people from other countries not able to. I think it's called the Asian squat. I'll try to get it up right now. Really impressive. Yeah, this. Like the feet still on the floor and they're able to get that low down. It's just incredible. Why can't they do it? But I can't. Do you not find it weird nowadays that when you ask Google something like this, the first thing they bring up is an AI answer? Strong and flex. I've got strong and flex. I would show you right now, but I'm only wearing pants or boxers, so I'm not going to. It's just comfy for me. Although I don't know if you now find it weird that you're watching me just sit here in my pants or boxers reading Nana. Hopefully not. Yeah, I've got strong and flexible. Like I say, I play football very often. I've got like a six pack on my thighs. So that's how much I play football and how much I run and such. So I've got strong things, but maybe it's just the flexibility that I don't have. Yeah, maybe I just might. To be fair, my ankles. It says here about inflexible ankles. To be honest with you, my ankles. I never really get injured when I play football. I've never had a massive injury. Again, fingers crossed that I don't or anything. But whenever I have had injuries, they've always been little like 1, 2, 3 week injuries for my ankles. So perhaps it is just like my ankles are quite weak. Enough about that. Enough about the fucking Asian squats. I've really talked a lot of rubbish today, haven't I? Bloody hell. Okay, here we go. I've got to get them back together by any means. Why? No. Why? I've got to get them back together by any means necessary. Like what? Maybe she feels responsible because she got them back together in the first place, Nana and Ren. So maybe that's where that comes from. I don't think she shouldn't feel like she needs to save someone else's relationship or anything. That was the thing. With my perfectly potent love cake. Good morning, Takumi. I'm downstairs waiting on you. Oh, that is almost quite surprising. That's not a woman. Anna, I told you to wake me up at 9. I went over to Nana's. Please eat me. Again? I don't have time to eat. It's that fucking ketchup mark she done earlier. 3? Is there a 3 there? Oh, that's a mouth. I think that's a mouth like blowing a kiss. Maybe it is just a 3. I don't know. He's Sam. Yeah, it's a mouth, I think. Like, it's giving you a kiss on Valentine's Day, but it's a little pissed off it's doing it. Some great cakes though Nana's made, aren't they? Bloody hell. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking like as well. Oh shit. She's still mad at me? About what? I really don't get women. Morning, Takumi. Hello, darling. This is what you mean to me. Oh shit, looks like he actually got him with a kiss. I don't want it. That's the rest. That's see, as I said earlier about like the Yuri fans, I feel like fans, maybe not of this show, but if this was like in real life, people might actually hate Ren for being playful like this. Yeah, he's not actually gay. He might be bisexual or anything. Again, we don't actually know. We've only ever really seen him in a relationship with Nana, so can't say for sure. But he's done plenty of this stuff, hasn't he? Where he's been like teasing, like fan service with other guys. Yeah, he's not actually gay from what we've seen, and people really seem to hate that kind of stuff. It's like, why? Why would you hate that? I don't want it. That's what the receptionist Mickey said to me. I wonder what kind of meaning. Like, please eat me? Surely, why not? You better hurry up and make up with Nana. As long as Nana keeps crashing at apartment 707, my wife will keep hanging around there. It's annoying. Make her come home, quick. It's quite sad, honestly, isn't it? Both these guys' wives are actually much happier living with each other than their husbands to be. Maybe I wouldn't say much happier, but as if you were in that situation, you'd be thinking, why is she choosing to stay there, not with me? What I'd be thinking. Oh, so your wife ran away from home too? Exactly. Where have you been staying? With who? Room 2606. What's so special about that room then? Rayra! Oh. Come here right now. Not what you think. I let Ren have that room. I've been staying at my Shibuya apartment. I'm sick of living out of hotels. I even got the president's permission. Well, no one told me. And Narita's permission doesn't matter. I don't have to tell you every little thing. You're not even my boyfriend. Well, go live wherever you want. But you're just helping Ren run away from home. If those two can't work it out, your plan to see Shin won't go too well either. Okay. I mean, for sure. What? Okay. I have no intention of seeing Shin ever again. Why not? Don't take it the wrong way, but this is for how grateful I am to you. Grateful? I don't want any obligatory chocolate. The fucking obligatory chocolates, man. What anime does he in? I only ever saw it like in one anime, and not too long ago. The obligatory chocolates are the chocolates for the kids that don't get any chocolates from the women that want to give chocolates. It kind of sucks. Do you know what? This sounds sad, but I've never received any chocolate. It's one of those things. I think in Japan, it's the women give the chocolate, and the men. I think it's called White Day. They kind of reciprocate the chocolate if they want to on a later date, and give the woman the chocolate back. But in the UK, it's and I imagine many other places like America, it's much more common that the man would kind of sort out Valentine's Day. I mean, the women probably give chocolates and gifts as well. Like I said, I've never received any. I've also never given out anything, so it explains why I've never received anything. But yeah, the man is usually the one that would like give flowers and chocolate and sort out a date and so on. It's never really like it's never like put upon a woman to do anything, whereas again in Japan it's actually more so the woman kind of confesses a bit to the guy that she likes, and then he reciprocates back on White Day. If White Day was a thing in America or England, fuck me, we'd be having riots, I imagine. Jesus. But I kind of, again, as a guy, it'd probably be better to be in Japan for that, I think. Again, I've never given out any, probably mainly because of the feeling of perhaps embarrassment or dissatisfaction if it was to be kind of received without any happiness or not reciprocated. Just not even worth taking a risk, perhaps. I don't know. I guess that does sound kind of sad, but yeah, I've never had like a Valentine's Day date or anything. But yeah, the obligatory chocolates, like I said, I think the nice people in Japan will just buy a load of chocolates and just give them out to people just because perhaps they feel bad for them. I don't know, but yeah, they're called obligatory chocolates. Where the kids that don't get love get the chocolates, and that would be me. That would be me. I don't want any obligatory chocolate, and I want serious chocolates even less. Even if you won't accept it, I won't be consumed by my loneliness anymore. It's like Ray was trying to be really serious here, and Deku was just like, I don't want your chocolates. At least you acknowledge my singing, Takumi. He sure does. You are his sanctuary. Hey, Nana. Didn't we have a Hey, Nana earlier? We did. Not sure what that was about. Nana. Nana's really sorry. And I'm really sorry. Come to get her at apartment 707 tonight, please. Hachiko. Hey, Ren. Chocolate's bad for your skin, so let me have them instead. I'm going to see Nana, but not because I want to be forgiven. I still love Nana. He accepted the chocolate. I still love Nana. That's all. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Oh, interesting. Who is this? Who have we got here wearing these fucking shoes? We got a guy wearing these now? Oh my god. I'm done with these shoes. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. A really good chapter again today. A little bit of the future, a little bit of the current, which I really like the mix of actually. Always appreciate seeing Komatsu's kid. She's always super cute, isn't she? Nice to see Junko, which is a rare sight actually nowadays. Nice to see her again, apart from the bonus little special bits at the end of every volume. Yeah, nice seeing her again actually. But yeah, just a relatively nice time in general actually today, wasn't it? Got to see Shin's kid, which is crazy. Well, it's probably Shin's kid, I imagine. Reira looking absolutely stunning here, to be honest. Looks fantastic. Big old smile on her face like that. I love to see that. Yeah, nice little moment here at the end actually, wasn't it? After the backstory we did just see with Takumi and Reira. It was really awesome. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this chapter down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with chapter 71.